All right. We gonna load? Here we go. All right. So, for anyone who was here yesterday, there's something very important to note. Now, my internet cut out last night, right here, you know, as I was going from this second room into the third room. My internet cut out here. And so you know, anything you saw that happened after that last night was an AI deepfake. It truly didn't happen. My internet cut out, so you know, I just had a fake AI video take over. The problem is all of the training data that it had me losing scenarios, and so it went on and lost the scenario. But that wasn't real. That didn't happen. So we get a chance to go into this last room for the first time again tonight. So let's do that. For now, we'll just move our characters towards this door. Long rest. So, we did fail this level last night. It was unfortunate, I would say. It was very unfortunate. The card to drop here is really important. So Drifter had to lose a card to damage at this point. It might have even been 2 cards to damage. I don't know. I got kind of screwed over. Yeah, I think it was 2 cards to damage. Was it even 3? Could have been. I guess we're 3 rest cycles in at this point. I don't know. It's not good. It's not good. The problem with this room is that there's an 8 health elite snow imp, an 8 health elite snow imp, a 15 health elite boss with retaliate 3, an elite ice wraith with retaliate 3, and all of them have flying, which means that Snowflake really doesn't do very much. And we would have won last night, except Snowflake drew both its miss and its crit while we had attacks buffed up with Snowball. And that's the only way we can hit ranged or flying targets, is attacking them with Snowball. So I thought about this a bit, quite a lot, and the plan is just to make sure that Drifter has like at least 1 charge of crushing weight. I'm strengthened from the Snowflake, and I run at the boss, and I hit him with the No Remorse loss, plus the Vile Assault loss, and I just one-shot the boss. If Drifter can kill the Elite Snow Imp down here, and then one-shot the boss, and Snowflake just has to kill 2 targets, I think it's doable. There's a 7 health Living Bones, and he dies to just, like, 1 damage plus 2 instances of hazard. So Blizzard, Lifting Gust, those can both be really good, even Crosswinds. And there are hazards in this room. And then, if we can activate Snowball and just hit... We'll have to hit several times because we know we're going to miss. We don't have the curse yet, though. We got the curse in this room. So we just have the miss right now. So I guess we don't even know if the miss is coming up soon because we got the curse shuffled in. But the card to drop here is very important. We want this Strengthen on Frigid Growth. We want Blizzard's... we might want Blizzard's AoE because it sets up Blinding Vortex really well since it sets both elements. I can go late and then the Snow Imps can't eat the elements and I can set up a Blinding Vortex. White Wind's loss can be good and the initiative is good. What is the card to drop? Is it Enticing Breeze? I would like to keep it because it's an attack for 3 with the wind, but maybe everything else is more important. We'll go ahead and drop that. All right. We can rest and move in. So Drifter's going to open this door this next turn. We want to save the Strengthen card for when we're in there. We want to save Lifting Gust for while we're in there. We'll want to set Snowball But I can't set Snowball right now, unless I want to use the move 8 jump to get in there, but... yeah, hopefully we can get into position next turn with the move 3 on Crosswinds, I think. And then Drifter, we drop Prudent Preparation. Initiative isn't super important against anything here. Yeah, because we're just facing the Snow Imp, and 20 and 27 both outspeed all their attacks. Okay, so we go in, and we hit with Sustained Momentum. This will give us our charge back, so we'll still be at 2. And then we go in, and we push the skeleton away. And then this sets me up to strengthen Drifter on the following turn. So if we go here, we hit this guy. If we go here, we hit this guy at disadvantage, but we can push him into the hazard. But he is going to heal the damage off anyway. If we go here, we're not disadvantaged. Does the hazard damage matter? If I stay here, I can push him all the way to the corner. Maybe staying here is best. The only problem with staying here is that if these Snow Imps get multi-target next turn, then this guy... how much move do they have on multi-target? Move 3. 1, 2, 3. And he would be able to hit me and push me into the hazard. That makes me want to go here for disadvantage, I think. This way I don't get pushed into the hazard. We don't need to immobilize because he's not moving. And we get toward Drifter. Six health is a good place for him to be because now he dies to 2 hazards, if I can make that work. And Drifter just runs in and hits this guy for 4 and gets his charge back. And our altar takes a little bit of damage. Now, I kill this guy with a -1. Default attack kills him with a -1. So we'll go for a default attack, and we're going to throw on Fortitude's Loss. This will give me an extra charge after I kill. Because then I think the next turn we're just going after the boss. With Vile Assault plus No Remorse. And we can always make sure we don't lose No Remorse on a rest. Because killing him quickly is what's very important. This means I can go after him right here and strengthen him. And I can activate my Snowball. So I activate my Snowball and I strengthen the Drifter after he takes his turn. And then next turn when he goes for the loss, he's strengthened ahead of time. It is the multi-target, and I use my wind to get multi-target. But the boss doesn't do anything. That's very kind. Activate Fortitude, because having charges, I think, is the most important thing here. And next turn, it's just all of my losses into the boss. And now Drifter is strengthened. And that guy pushes me, but it's fine. So now if I move 1, 2, 3, or 3. I could hit both of these guys with Blinding Vortex, but unfortunately he ate my ice. I probably need to move with Crosswind's bottom. This probably means I want to go late and activate Blizzard. Drifter is very easy. We just go No Remorse, Vile Assault. We hope to kill this guy. We stand on the chest, and then we can ditch a card to the thing not taking damage. And we're super content there. Here, I want to start using my snowball charges, so I think it is Blizzard, which will set up my Blinding Vortex. And then hopefully Lifting Gust into White Wind's kills. So I want to lose Frigid Growth. What would be really bad to lose? White Winds is kind of bad to lose, but maybe not that big of a deal. I want Blinding Vortex by itself to kill the skeleton. So I think it's fine. Drifter moves and has advantage. I could go for the skeleton, but the skeleton is like by far the least important part. And I could go after the snow imp, but that also doesn't seem like a super important enemy to take out. We just need a +1. Okay, good. Good. He dies, our 42 goes off. But we don't get to get any charges back. My Private Empire is a pretty cool scenario. 4 damage, so we'll just have Drifter lose this card. Nice, and 2 damage. And then now move 3. I go right here, and from right here I can hit both of these guys with Blinding Vortex, and I can push the skeleton into that hazard over here. He sees that he could move here and multi-target us, so let's immobilize him. And that's a... Missing the other direction would have been so much better. Missing this guy, because I get to push him next turn. I have to go for Blinding Vortex loss here. I don't think there's any other way. And then I just do a default attack 2 into the snow and hope I kill. Oh. Hey, Slash. Attack 6 and we draw a +2? No, but 0 is very good. Okay. So he could get his 5-speed shield. We have an attack for 6. We have a default attack for 6 with the next attack. But I do have Curse and Miss. He wouldn't die. Everything else he does die. If he gets 5-speed shield, we need a crit. And yeah, there's nothing I can do besides default attack for 2. I really wish we could strengthen ourselves with Frigid Growth. Not even close. Not even close. So basically for permadeath, it's the way it's written in the rulebook is you're supposed to leave the character on the board and they discard all cards and conditions and they just sit on the board at their current hit point value and they have initiative 99. And so if you exhaust the cards, you're not dead, but you can still die to attacks. So in this case, Drifter's body is chilling right here in this hex. But none of the monsters that ever would have attacked him, he never would have been attacked. So it doesn't matter that he was standing there. Which means that if things go wrong and somebody exhausts in a bad location, we have to protect their body. You're like D&D dying? I haven't really played D&D, but I would imagine so. No, I'm not. We I actually did lose in this scenario last night, but I didn't want to start over, so I just loaded my oldest save, and we found a way through it. Before you die, you get to 0 hit points, and you're basically on the ground dying. Oh, okay, yeah. I played a very, very, very little bit of Pathfinder, and in Pathfinder, you have like dying 1, dying 2, dying 3, and you don't die until dying 4 or something like that. But yeah, it does sound very much like that. All right, we have the Hunting Lodge, Visiting Trader. I like this Algox Warhammer. Is there anything else? Snowflake would love these winged clippers. They would have done really, really well for her here. No, I have all 7 in this run. We're just pretending that the end of last night didn't happen. Because I got to with my first try last night, I got to, I think, just 1 enemy remaining, and I would have killed it with a 0, but I drew the miss. Which was very sad. I want to pick up the Algox Warhammer because the stun is really nice, but the weighted net is also generally really good. Maybe I'll just buy a medal.
A stern knock.
And we get a lumber shipment.
I'm trying.
But yeah, we have a level 5 banner, a level 5 Deathwalker, then a whole bunch of level 2s, level 4 Blink Blade, and a level 1 Geminate. Yeah, I had just shuffled the deck too, so it was like I had a miss and a crit, and it was like a 2 and 19 or something like that to win. Or 2 and 19 to lose, 17 and 19 to win. And I drew the miss and lost. I really want to get a lot of money on this Geminate ASAP and retire it. I kind of wish I had been focused on that earlier. I want to get the Crystal Trench and Crystal Enclosure done soon. But I think before that, I want Snowflake at level 3. So let's find a level we can go play to level Snowflake up. Maybe this Raised by Wolves. And we'll get Geminate in there. So Snowflake, Geminate, that's a level 2 and a level 1. Do we want to just throw in a couple of... Oh, you know what? I kind of want to play with Banner Spear before she retires. She's about to retire against my will. She's at 6 of 8 names. And I'll be very sad when she goes. So let's play some more Banner Spear. Let's make sure we build a building, and then we're good to go. Alchemist sounds good. We really need more herbs. And I need somebody who has some hide. Alright. 5, 2, 1. Let's throw Banner Spirit, or Deathwalker in there too. 5 plus 5 is 10 to 13. 13 divided by 4 is just over 3. Which then would round down to be like 1.6. Or divide by 2 to be 1.6. And then rounds up to 2 plus 3 to 5. So this is still monster level 5? Is that correct? 13 divided by 4 is just over 3. Yeah. Okay. Then this sounds good to me. Make sure I have my new cards. I don't think... Yeah, I haven't played with Dominate yet. We'll take it over Wave of Anguish. And I do want Strength of the Abyss for this level. Over Eclipse, maybe? Don't need Rest and Shade. We'll bring Sunless Apparition. And I'm happy there. Raised by Wolves. We're hoping to pick up the Axe Nut on... Oh, never mind. I didn't bring Bone Shaper. Alright, Banner Spear would be targeted by 3 or more attacks. That's fine. Snowflake could get the most loot. Kill an enemy attacked by an ally in the same round. Or never play your lower initiative. We can go for loot. What's the retirement here? Oh, the Aether Outpost questline. Okay, that's never happening. Miser. You pretty much have to always take Miser when you see it, I think. Only 3 enemy types if we want to go for Exterminator. And they are in every room. Or maybe Gem's just not all that important and we go Prepper. Could go for everything. Let's go Miser. Kill an enemy with 3 or more elements strong. Never kill an elite or boss. Kill an enemy, overkill by 4. We can overkill. We're going to get some blesses from Banner. And that plus Deathwalker hitting hard in general makes it feel like we can easily overkill by 4. So this is a cool level. We get a couple of hounds who we are escorting. They're allies to us, so we have to keep them alive. And there are burrowing blades, which love to have this attack where they run really far away and wound everything along the path. Which really sucks for our little hound friends. I think we can lose cards for them to not take damage. Both hounds must survive. Yeah, we can lose cards for them to not take damage. But obviously we don't want to if we don't have to. But we get an elite and a normal hound, which is kind of amazing. It's really beefy. Wow, speaking of really beefy, these burrowing blades have way more health than I expected. A lot of health, a lot of shield, and then these earth demons aren't as chunky as you would expect. Alright, what can the play be? Can I get a boldening blow on anyone? The answer is yes. I can step here, and I can pull in this elite, and I can go ahead and disarm him, and I get a bless on Deathwalker. Love it. We'll get Called to the Abyss up, and not do much. Here, I'll just go for a late make a hazard and push something into it. And then here, it's Miser. What are we doing that's useful in any way? I can go for a late AoE poison. Hopefully poison a lot of targets. And that all sounds good. Alright, not moving much. Moving and making everything suffer. That's annoying, especially because I'm disarming. The disarm will not help at all. And my hounds are going to run in and screw things up. Oh, and now I don't have the hounds for my Boldening Blow formation. I definitely should have considered that. Okay, well, that sucks. I really wanted those blesses. But I guess the disarm wouldn't have helped. Anybody care about where they're standing? Maybe Snowflake does a little bit. Oh, this guy's gonna have move 2 because he's elite. Well, moving this hound doesn't help him. Leaving this guy here kind of helps me not suffer from the burrowing blades. So I'll leave him. He will take quite a bit of damage, though. I love rolling +1s. Oh, that's so cool. It was basically a crit. Alright, what do we get now? I could place the hazard right here so that this guy doesn't hit Deathwalker with attack for 2, push 1 immobilize, but I don't need that. Why didn't I move the Snowflake forward? Because had I moved her forward, I would be able to place a hazard and push into it. I guess putting this hazard here makes the most sense. We'll strengthen the hound for next turn. And if I just push this guy right here, then the Earth Demon can't walk there. Gem gets to come down here, and now Gem's gonna get hit. But I get a 3-target poison. And how can you say no to that? That's gonna be a really nice effective poison. Alright, what's Deathwalker doing this next turn? Hitting multiple targets with Forceful Spirits, maybe? I don't know, but let's get in position where we have 2 guys in range 1. Oh, wait. He shouldn't have done that. That made him move 1, 2, versus this guy would be move 1. Oh, he sees Gem as the primary focus, and then wants to hit maximum targets after that. Well, that sucks. That sucks real bad. Alright, that start could not have been much worse. How do we come back? Where do we go from here? This hound could use some healing. We're forced in ranged mode here, which does not have very much good stuff. So I'll heal ally and heal self. This hound is strengthened. He's going to move up and hit. This hound's going to hit right here. They're going to do some good damage. I don't... Yeah, I don't have an amazing meat grinder anywhere. If Snowflake pulls this guy in with crosswinds, then I could get a meat grinder on both of the Earth Demons, and that would be kind of nice. The initiative on that would suck, but they are Earth Demons, so initiative is just not a priority. Let's look at Deathwalker real quick. Deathwalker wants to just tag something and then wait for it to die. We do have Fleeting Dusk to make a shadow. So I can make a shadow and go ahead and hit like this guy with Fluid Knight or something. I want to try to get a tip of the spear lined up into Burrowing Blades. If I can get that opportunity. Air support into this guy maybe kills him with Resolved Courage. Ooh, or if I want a Resolved Courage, I can just move here and hit all 3 of these guys. And then they're forced to hit Banner. I like that. I can even move here and heal Gem with the Regenerate, and Gem is low. So I like that a lot. I don't know if killing the Earth Demons over the Burrowing Blades is correct, but maybe it is. This means I definitely don't need this Crosswinds play anymore, though, if Banner's running down here. Maybe just lifting Gusting something is correct. And immobilizing it. Although we have Wind already. So I can Enticing Breeze for that damage. Alright, at least this is single target attack. I think it's fine. Wait. Oh. Right. I wanted to go the other way. I wanted to move here. Heal that way and hit all of these guys. Nice. +1 on everybody. Beautiful. Oh, I don't have the level 3 card because I dropped that. It's melee attack. So I could move this guy away. Well, not really. No, because I have to pull him towards an ally. Then, in that case, I can immobilize this guy to prevent attack 6 immobilize, or one of these guys. This guy's going to hit me. This guy would hit Buddy. So let's go ahead and hit here and immobilize. Miss is fine. And we'll heal Buddy. Deathwalker just makes a shadow. And hits the only thing she can. Buddy's gonna hit him for 5. So we'll just strengthen it. Nice. And now Buddy can kill and we can get a shadow out. Beautiful. I could place it here to get the wound. With Anger the Dead, that's probably best. We were looking for crit with that strengthen, but that's alright. Alright, I can't move here, so I think I'm just going to heal up this guy. Snowflake is going to take... Oh, this guy's going to move and hit Snowflake, which means this guy's going to move and hit Hound. So let's heal the Hound. And then I can also heal myself. Ooh, okay. Snowflake gets crit and loses a card. It's not ideal. Maybe we're not going to get off a Blinding Vortex AoE. Banner doesn't really care much about damage at all. And 5 damage is annoying, but... Ooh, the Retaliate is really nice. I totally forgot about that Retaliate. We definitely can utilize that to kill the Burrowing Blades. I wanted this guy to not be immobilized. But, oh well. Let's see. If I just move a Burrowing Blade here with Snowflake, then I can tip of the Spear. So I could move up and Lifting Gust to push this guy down there for that. We really do not have the kind of hazard production that I want, and I did not place this one in the best location. Okay, so that's one idea. Push this guy down here to tip of the spear him. I can Anger of the Dead to wound this one since there's a shadow under him. I also have Dominate with Dark to attack with Disarm. If I want to just move the shadow and dominate something. I kind of like that idea. So we'll need to find another way to kill this guy. Hound is probably going to kill Earth Demon. Deathwalker would prefer to hit a lower target. But maybe if I just target this Burrowing Blade, I can get him. Because it is a pretty high damage base attack. Let's just go as late-ish as we can. And maybe just heal up with Snowflake. That's the play for now. And here I could pull this guy in within my Embrace. And once I pull him in within my Embrace, then he's set up for a tip of the spear. Beautiful. And no attacks out of Burrowing Blades. I love it. Although that is a lot of curses going into my deck. Does that kill? Oh, not quite. Not nearly enough damage. And he's 2 range away, so I can't hit him with this. But we'll just double attack with Gem. What's the Earth Demon card? Triangle. That's really annoying. Because nobody's killing this guy. But this is a pretty good tip of the spear. Does summoning the Falcon even help at all here? Or does it just put extra curses in my deck? Okay, so I could attack this guy with Black Barrage, kill him, and get his shadow out. I could move the shadow and attack this guy to get the disarm. I could just target one of the Burrowing Blades just to try to kill it. Yeah, I think I like killing a Burrowing Blade. I need +2 to kill, but I do have... I have 1 extra +2. So 3 cards would kill here. We'll just draw one of those cards. Barely not. Barely not. But now he dies the next turn. And I'll just move away so that I don't get cursed. Probably the same thing here, right? Just run away so that I don't get cursed. I can run away and I can run an ally away. Oh, okay. So, crosswinds... we tell this guy to kill. And he does kill. And that saves 3 attacks for 4. Which is really good. And then now I just back up. And that prevents some curses. And attacks and everything. Oh, they target furthest away. I forgot about that. Oh, my bird. Literally all summoning the bird did was make me take extra curses. Whoops. Alright, this guy dies to wound and I get the shadow. I'm no longer immobilized, so I move over here and I wound this guy with combined effort. Or I go after one of these guys for the disarm. Here, I'll get a shadow here once this guy dies. I just wish I had, like, any idea when that would be. I really don't want to be next to this Burrowing Blade. Let's quickly move Jim out of the way. And Jim can just go and disarm something with Reckless Jab. So I can just move here and disarm this guy. And then when this guy dies to wound, Deathwalker will get a shadow here. She'll just go late and wound this guy while, I guess, tagging him. Or maybe tagging the Earth Demon. And then with Gem moving out of the way at 12, I can go at 18 and push this guy into the hazard. But then he won't get the wound from Deathwalker. I can also just push him with Chilling Impact. And then I can use my top for something else. Dang, if only this were positioned slightly differently. I could push him with Lifting Gust to get the shadow, and then push this guy with Chilling Impact after for the damage. The play over here is to run this way and disarm. I can move to this hex and disarm either of these guys, just depending on what they're doing. I could disarm the other one with Geminate. So let's have Snowflake go fast, but I have to go after Gem. So Snowflake goes after Gem, moves up here, pushes this guy into the hazard, and he dies. And then Deathwalker gets his shadow. The shadow will be right here. If I use Anger of the Dead, it'll be attack 4, pierce 1. So that would need like a +2 to kill. I don't know. I think we'll just see their cards and then figure it out from there. The question just becomes Deathwalker. And maybe the answer is just that Deathwalker is going to focus over here. So what are they all doing? Hitting multiple targets with wound. So I do not want to see that out of this guy. So let's disarm him. Curse is fine. How many curses did I get? I've got 2 more. I could get back some of my armor. Getting attacked for 5 here. I think Deathwalker's just moving here. And hitting here and then here. We would love to see +2 on this first attack. I'm muddled. Oh, and I got 2 curses. We still get the +2 though. And now we get to move the mark to the Earth Demon. And now here, I don't want wounds coming out. So we disarm. Oh, okay. And now I can just Lifting Gust and kill. Could also Lifting Gust the Earth Demon, but he's still going to be hitting no matter what, so... That's fine, as long as he doesn't crit Banner, she's fine. We'll just take this guy out, get rid of one of our curses. Should have 1 more? Yeah, 1 more. We do have to collect all of the loot in this room. And not too bad. Nice, even muddled he gets a damage. Okay, and Banner survives. Unfortunately, nobody in position at all for a combined effort. I don't think there's any way to make that happen. What are we doing? Alright, Burrowing Blade is getting off a ton of wounds. Hounds are late. That sucks. I really wanted Hounds to go fast. Okay, what is the play here? I could hit both with White Winds. It just doesn't do very much damage. It's regroup bottom, though. So if I move here and push this guy, now with regroup bottom, I can reposition the Hound, and we can at least hit this guy with combined effort. Oh, okay. I can get double target disarm. That's super worth. That's so insanely worth here. And then we'll just go attack for 2 up here, because Hounds are very likely to kill this guy. And it sucks to lose the drag down double target disarm, but it's just really, really good here. And I'm just going to move Deathwalker down here to pick up this loot, because we need it for Miser. And Deathwalker can't do much else of anything. Alright. We're alive. This wasn't ideal. Snowflake lost a card to damage. That guy definitely should not have moved, since he was disarmed. Just place this towards the next room. Deathwalker doesn't get a turn here. Maybe Hound gets a damage? That should... Nice. Nice. Okay. They're not going to go to the next room, are they? If they go to the next room, we can undo. Good. Good, good, good. That will give me time to give this guy a regenerate. Really bad first room, but we're alive. Let's move Snowflake onto the... Oh, I would have rather moved Geminate. Oh well. Maybe Geminate comes down here and loots both of these next turn. And I have... Is that just 2 shadows out? It may just be 2. It may be 3. I feel like I only see 2, but I feel like I should have more. Maybe not. We have Fleeting Dust to get another one. I definitely only saw 2 blue outlines. I lost a melee card, so if we lose a ranged card, we keep even number in each. Okay. We have a lot of targets to regenerate. So, regroup, regenerate Banner Spear, Snowball, regenerate Hound, and maybe Whiteout, heal Hound. I could... Yeah, let's Meat Grinder, regenerate Snowflake. Here, we already have regenerate. We'll get it again with Reshape the Guys. And Deathwalker will just make a shadow. Alright, this next room I know has Chaos Demons. I feel like I want to let them come to me. So that's making me think move 4 and open the door next turn. Actually, let's move here so that we can position even more when opening the door. And we've got a lot of regenerates going off. I wish Gem could give this to another ally, but... Oh, will we pick up a loot I didn't even know about? Nice. How much money did we get? None. Jim's retirement is having a lot of money. So, of course not. 3 Shadows puts Deathwalker in a pretty good place. I think we'll just activate Strength of the Abyss here. And then, how much more healing do I have? Looks like it's maybe just White Winds. We'll go for White Winds to go fast. We'll place a hazard in the door. Oh, maybe I don't want to just because of my hounds. No, we want to go late. We want to go after the hounds. So we'll do this and we'll go late. Good. This way the hounds don't run into the next room immediately. Hopefully the monsters come in close. Strength of the Abyss, and now Deathwalker can hit like an absolute truck. And we've got our move 4.
You notice a section of the wall that has recently crumbled, leaving a...
Move 4 from these guys. There's some difficult terrain in the way. Move 4 from the Earth Demons. I love it. Move 4 and single target. And reduce damage with wind. So we'll just back up right here so that we're still in range. We'll give them reduced damage, and they have disadvantage hitting me from my armor. Unfortunately, they can't both miss, so I will lose my regenerate, but that's fine. Are these all elite? They're all elite. I could back up even more. Move 4. So this guy will see 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now it's going to be 1 here, 1 here. But Banner will be immobilized. So I can't go for like Resolved Courage and run away. I do have a shield to ignore a negative condition, but I can't ignore 2 immobilizes. If I move... Yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and take the heal itself. And then stay here and face tank. Oh, this is really cool. I can pull this guy into the hazard. And both Earth Demons now all 3 enemies are set up for a really nice Resolve Courage. Unfortunately, I can't run away with it, but we'll take it. We have the Deathproof Charm if we need it for this next turn. But the wind made them not hit very hard. And then hounds will run in. We should have insane damage here. Ooh, I could go for a Boldening Blow Disarm. Unfortunately, the blessed targets aren't the best. So maybe Resolved Courage damage is the best. We'll play that, and then we can see like if we need to disarm the Chaos Demon for some reason. I can also just go fast and push something away and immobilize it. And I can push, yeah, I can push Earth Demon to the other side of the hazard so he has to walk back through, and push Chaos Demon away so that he has to walk back through. Here we're in melee mode, so let's just go for a disarm. That feels just genuinely good. Generally good, not genuinely. I guess both. Here I can Deepening Despair and just target the lowest guy. Let's get Dark and position the shadows that we have. And then next turn we can disarm. And we've just got disarms flying everywhere. Unfortunately, this guy's going at 1. So I was never underspeeding him. Luckily, there's no fire, so no wound. Oh, but I get double targeted. Okay, we survive one of them. Muddle we don't care about. And then now we Deathproof Charm this other one. And now, since I don't get a 2-target attack, we'll go for the disarm. I probably just want to kill this one, I guess. So we'll hit here. We can increase the damage first. And I won't be immobilized. We're muddled, so all of these rollings are nothing. Oh, I was strengthened as well. So they were something. And we can get our armor back. And then next turn I can go at 6 and get out. And 1 is not their shuffle. What are Chaos Demon shuffles? Oh, dang curse. Chaos Demon shuffles. Arcane Explosion does not happen at 2. Why is that there? Happens like in the 60s. So both of their shuffles are late. Okay. Nothing I can really do here besides hit this guy. And I think I will go ahead and hit him for 7. And I will hit him for 8 with advantage. And wound. Okay. We get the kill. We wasted the wound dagger, but that's alright. And now I can move shadows under everything. Oh, I used 2 shadows, so I don't have... Do I have Anger of the Dead on me? No, I don't. So maybe I don't even move these shadows. Because I probably just want to disarm one of these next turn. So let's just leave them. I can move this in, because I'm probably not going to dominate the Earth Demon. Snowflake, though. Oh, I can't push this guy with Blizzard anymore. Because of the Hound getting in the way. And I don't want to push him away just because of... I can disarm him. So I'll push away this healthier guy. And immobilize him. And then this move 3, push 2, I just don't get anything out of. Gymnate disarms. Nice. And I don't have to move with Draining Pincers if I don't want to. And I don't think I want to. Although probably all I'm doing is like Hornet Stingers. This is fine. We'll stay here and we'll melee this guy next turn. Alright, what do I have? I have fast, disarm, and run away. That's good enough for me. Here... I have fast... Not fast, but I have pull this guy in and pull this guy to Banner, who will be down here, so the Banner doesn't get hit. Or pull him towards Hound, so the Hound doesn't get hit. or something like that. And so here I'll just go fast and just default attack for 2, and then next turn I go fast and I poison with Hornet Stingers to switch to ranged. Going fast also makes my regenerate remove my poison and wound. Here, we just go fast and we dominate this guy to disarm him. Very nice. This disarm is going to be amazing here. And this guy's immobilized. So we get double disarms. Okay, I love getting that curse out here. I think I just back out. Yeah, we're gonna just long rest next turn. Let's just get out. Dominate, get the disarm, mark this guy. I wish I could mark the Earth Demon, but getting the disarm feels much more important. And then this is just a default attack for 2. Okay, this way the Hound actually does get to hit that guy, which is pretty nice. And so I can attack this guy and pull him into the hazard that could kill. He's disarmed, so it doesn't really matter what happens to him. I could, like, back off and move Deathwalker here and have her attack for 3. Let's go here. Killing this guy would be nice because then the Hounds would focus guaranteed into this guy. But it didn't happen, but that's alright. Snowflake has Birds in a Tempest for next turn. Makes me kind of want to Stamina Potion out a card. Like White Winds, and I just go at 11 so that I can do something, but maybe there's not anything I can do that helps. Honestly, this guy not being disarmed maybe would have been better, because then he would have died to retaliate. No, I don't want a potion because I want a long rest, because I can just push this guy away again and immobilize him again. So we'll just chill here. We're healthy. We can tank a Chaos Demon attack. So long rest, long rest, long rest. Go fast, move here, kill Earth Demon. Hope Hounds go fast, kill Chaos Demon. They are not fast. Chaos Demon's late though, which is really good, because we don't really care about that Bane very much. I think it's worth it to hit both of these guys for 1. And I just hope to pull a 0 onto the Earth Demon. Not likely. It's like 50-50. Well, no, it should be better than 50-50. Because 0s would work, not just -1s. But it worked out perfectly. And now, because of the poison, my Hounds kill with a 0? Oh, beautiful. Oh, sometimes it just all works out. The Hounds don't even run through the hazard yet. And we're very happy. I want to keep the regroup for the regenerate. Maybe Resolved Courage can go. Who do we mind control? Maybe nobody? I don't know. Oh, wait. It would be nice to pick up this loot right now. So let's just put Snowflake there, because she's about to take her turn for this turn. Fleeting Dusk is good. Deadbolt is good. Dominate is good. Fluid Night is good. Anger of the Dead's okay. Deepening Despair is okay. But maybe we don't need the initiative. Let's just move a Shadow Deep in. Ooh, we need to pick up the loot in that doorway. Loot really messes up. Loot and doorways really mess up the Miser battle goal. So, that means I'm probably just healing here. Because Gem's the one with Miser. We need the most loot here. We've picked up 3. Here we have 3. Here we have 1. And 0. So I guess I want to get this loot on Snowflake. I can Birds in a Tempest, move here, and then my Hounds have jump. So I don't see any reason to not do that. Let's also just go ahead and Lifting Gust this guy away and immobilize him. I like that. Then we'll have the Birds in a Tempest, so we'll just go late, move a lot, and heal. Deathwalker probably cares the least. So maybe we'll just move Shadow, consume it, and mark this guy. If I push him 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I move Shadow 3, yes, I do reach him. Hounds, really? Really, you gotta do that to me? I was going to play Birds in a Tempest to give them jump so they could jump over, but instead they just run straight through the hazard. I guess they immobilize for me, though, so now I don't have to use my immobilizing net on Lifting Gust. But man, I was going to give them so much jump. Oh, I did not see the loot right here. This guy's just baning again, so we'll just get him out of here. And then Gem, we will just pick up said loot. And Banner could really use the heal. Move Shadow 3. Move Shadow 3. And go ahead and wound this guy. Good enough. He's marked now. So we'll just... We'll just make a new Shadow now. Then we'll move Shadows next turn with Black Barrage. And then we'll teleport over there eventually. But the timing of that doesn't really matter very much. I guess I move forward 3, 1, 2, 3, and I attack him with Enticing Breeze, and I can immobilize him. And then here I'll just go late and air support, and hopefully I don't get hit. And we can long rest. Oh, he's just barely going to outspeed me. And remove my regenerate. That's a shame. Oh, and he ate the wind. And let's go here and heal. And we can immobilize him for next turn. Oh. Dang. Don't get to move these guys very much. And then I think they just have... Oh, he had move 3. Okay, cool. And the attack with Pierce actually was useful. Alright, we want to get Jim in there. I wish... Yeah, I could set the fire by wounding my allies. And then use said fire to give Regenerate to a Hound. But that does not sound worth it. We can drop Hornet Stinger. We'll pick up Horn Beetle Carapace here, I think. And just jump over in melee mode. Then I'll go late and snowball a Hound. I'll go early and disarm the enemy. And I will move Shadows. Beautiful. Okay, I don't see any loot in this first room, so Geminate shouldn't lose Miser. And then it looks like there's just one in this room. So that'll be easy to pick up. And we've got a couple Shadows ready to go for the next room. Let's heal up Banner. Banner can give a heal to the Hound. Oh yeah, this turn. Cool. Meanwhile, I guess I pull Gem forward and I pick up the loot. And we can long rest to move Shadow. And then I'll just move 4. Who needs to pick up the most loot? I think it's Snowflake needs to pick up the most loot. Oh, I'm shocked we haven't gotten Pincushion yet. Okay, Snowflake needs to get the most loot. So this puts us up at 5. And Gem also has a lot at 4. So Gem doesn't get any more loot. And I think we rest before going in. Fleeting Dusk. The loss is pretty good. I don't have power potions, which makes it feel a lot less important. I'll probably just keep this Shadow right here, and I'll just eat it with a Strength of the Abyss Fluid Knight. I feel like I'm perfectly content to just go ahead and open this door. The only problem is if there's any loot tokens in this room, and I open it on Gem, then I can't leave. And I'm not sure. I know there's a chest. We'll figure it out when we're in there. Hopefully this is late enough and we're able to hit a target. I bet we will. Alright, Jim. What do you got?
A small wine from Wolfie at your side.
Okay, just a chest. And we can immobilize 1, 2, 3. Nice. We immobilize both the Burrowing Blades. with Mind Spike. I love that. And we get hit by a couple Chaos Demons, but we should be able to back off next turn and be totally fine. 3 damage disadvantage. Love it. Nice. Alright, Deathwalker moves Shadow, moves Shadow, and then now I have attack for 6 with Wound. 7 damage trap. Let's go into this guy. And just hit him with everything. Attack for 8 with wound and advantage. And maybe we'll crit? No, but +2 is pretty good. At the very least, it is acceptable. Oh, I should have dropped regroup. That's alright. Do I want this hound to get closer in? I don't get to move him very much, but he does get closer in. I was thinking I'd utilize this trap and the doorway with Snowflake, but maybe we don't even need it. Let's just forget about this hazard. Kind of complicates things. So I could run in and I could air support and try to kill this guy. We have the dark, so we definitely just go fast and dominate. And if I could kill this guy with air support, that would be real nice. Meanwhile here, we've just got 2 cards. We can Into My Embrace this Burrowing Blade into the 7 damage trap, and that's beautiful. And then part of me wants to just summon the 2 Birds in a Tempest. We just do that. Next turn they run in. Yeah, move 3 with flying. They'll be able to get in there. If we can poison these Chaos Demons, they'll actually do relatively significant damage. Multi-target melee. I like them grouping up. I like them going before the hounds. And single target Burrowing Blades is much nicer than multi-target. So let's just get in here. The multi-target sucks for Gem. Oh, and that guy barely doesn't die to the wound. Gem's gonna lose a lot of cards here. I actually have line of sight on that guy from all the way over here. That's hilarious and cool. This is our only shadow? And we won't mark this guy because the other one dies next turn. Oh, nice crit for 12. Love it. Oh, Banner gets dodged. And Jim will just lose Flailing Tendrils. Banner should get her be targeted by 3 attacks. Alright, Jim runs really low on cards here. I can't fix the camera. Hound does find a way in just to miss. Finally, I can edit the camera a little bit. Alright, what do we have going on? It's Into My Embrace this guy. Unfortunately, he'll go into our hound buddy. And then we'll just back off. And I probably just long rest. Do we want to do the Birds in a Tempest still? I'm not really feeling it. What are the plays? This guy dies to his wound. This guy dies to the retaliate from the hound this turn. This guy's not going to reach anybody with move 4. He'll be going towards this hex. I can't get any enemies into any traps. But if we activate Birds in a Tempest and then give move 4 jump, I guess maybe just to this guy. Oh. You got it, Hound. You're okay. We can figure this out together. He's going to go now. Beautiful. I wonder what causes this. Normally it happens to Blinkblade. Definitely never seen it happen to a Hound before. It has something to do with having jump. Because for Blinkblade, I feel like it activates when you... it only activates... Or that glitch thing only happens when you use your winged shoes. Okay, I would love to be able to use this trap next turn, which maybe I can do with Whiteout. So I think we just go White Winds Whiteout. Or maybe Whiteout Snowball. Oh. Yeah, because I moved, he didn't go to the spot I was thinking of. Alright, we need to make sure that that Hound doesn't die, but it's not the end of the world. We didn't fail Miser. We've got Egoist going so far, as long as Jim doesn't pick up any more loot. We have not gotten Dynamo. I think I will just hope that they're faster than me, and then I can teleport in and hit at range. If not, then Deathwalker just does nothing this turn. Which means that I'd rather just long rest. I get all my items back, and then I'm guaranteed to have a shadow. What can Banner do? Banner... I don't have a Boldening Blow. I don't have a Meat Grinder. Snowflake is way more fun. We get to white out. I don't have any move and push cards anymore. So maybe I would rather Lifting Gust in that case. I can hit this guy and push him through the trap, and I think immobilize him. Getting this guy through the trap would be better. But maybe it doesn't matter. And Gem, we just long rest. Wow, that's only 2 melee cards left. Yeah, we'll long rest so that we can pick. So I could go fast here and back off. I can Meat Grinder this guy before Snowflake pushes him away. I could... Can I not move to Meat Grinder this guy anyway? He's surrounded by so many allies. It's crazy that I can't Meat Grinder him. Maybe I'll just remove the wound on Hound Elite. If the Chaos Demons are really fast and hit Banner Spear, that's really bad. Nice, but then being really late on a turn where I played a heal is fantastic. Consider the White Winds real quick, but I don't have Snowball up, so there's not going to be any super good whiteout here. Just move so that I can... Actually, could I Lifting Gust this guy the way I want to without moving? It looks like I can. And now I can move Banner such that there's not really a such that. Good damage from Wolfie. Alright. We need to play heals next turn. What is the... He's going to move and make everybody suffer too. That's fine. So we'll just hit this guy. Hope for some damage. And then I can just pick up the loot. And we'll remove this wound. He won't get to keep the regenerate, but... Well, if he survives, he just needs... He needs a heal before his turn. That's... a little bit suspicious. Alright, Deathwalker. We drop Anger of the Dead, for sure. And just the one shadow, but right here works. We can just hit this guy with Dominate. And I guess I teleport in first. Oh, maybe I should have had Deathwalker target this guy. Maybe I don't want to Dominate. I could teleport in and just hit with Black Mirage. And then I'm very unlikely to have the dark. Having the dark would be... it's not super important. Especially if I just do good damage and kill. So here we can just move in and get a disarm. And do I want to just go ahead and activate Snowball and Enticing Breeze? That seems good. Here... oh, we want to go as fast as possible and heal Wolfie. So let's just go at 6. And heal Wolf. That's fine. Alright. A lot of really annoying stuff here. But at least our wolf doesn't die to the Bane. And Deathwalker has... not Deathwalker. Banderspear has cards to lose. So this is fine. Oh, how many curses do you guys have? None left. Dang, but they didn't get the kill on that guy. But it's fine. Snowflake kills with a -2. And also with a 0. Deathwalker can pick up the loot. That'll be fine. And I just mark this guy. Ooh, killing him would be good, right? Killing him would be quite good. Okay. Nice. Oh, we get the kill and we get the dark. So now next turn I can disarm this guy with Dominate and wound him. Oh, Jim doesn't get to do much of anything. I can't pick up this loot because Snowflake needs it for her Battle Bowl. But we just move in. Oh, this guy's going to go to invisible with that +2 dark. Unfortunate. So we won't get the disarm. And Banner's going to have to lose 2 cards. Ooh, we can finally use our shield and block this wound. Ah, we don't live the attack. Alright, that guy's invisible, so we'll just go fast and run away. Worst case scenario, I lose 2 cards to damage and I just run over here and I have the heal, so I'm totally safe. We have attacks here with Snowball. I'll just move in for 8 and hit what I can. We have Hornbeetle Carapace. I want to pick up the loot here. Chaos Demon first is annoying, but that's why we made sure we had those 2 cards to lose. And a card on Jim as well. Oh, Hound actually gets significant damage. And this guy's visible, which is really nice. Especially if I wanted to go for a meat grinder. Wait, can I not get a meat grinder here either? If I jump to this hex, I could. Is this my final turn? This is Banner Spear's final turn. So we'll just meat grinder here. Oh, roll into crit. Wow, muddled. So sad. Snowflake is the one who needs the most loot. Let's hit here first, and then that guy for the snowball. Increased damage, which we miss. I don't care about moving either of those guys at all. And we'll go ahead and recover Lifting Gust, and I can use the move 8 jump to pick up that chest. I need to be careful that Banner Spear doesn't get wounded by this guy before she goes to the alternate realm, because I don't want her wounded. Wow, we missed this guy twice this turn. Alright, so Deathwalker could hit either of these guys. Yeah, but I would love to kill the Burrowing Blade. So we will target him, and we... Oh, I don't have Spyglass? We'll just get a 0. Nice. Or a +1, and he dies. And 1 enemy remains. I should have gotten further away so that he couldn't AoE me in any way. I can hit him with White Winds, though, and then we'll Lifting Gust to get the chest. The Hounds will all go. We just need to make sure we don't lose a melee card here. Never a doubt. Ooh, and we can go Disarm. No Dark here. So I can't Disarm, but I can Fluid Knight. That's fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine. Allies are really fast. We're like all really fast. Well, not all of us. A couple of us. A choice few are nice and fast. And we probably kill him. The chest has a random item design? Oh no, it has, I guess, 2 loot cards? Corpse Cap Flame Fruit is like, that's an amazing chest pull. Dude, we've missed this one Chaos Demon so many times. Wolfie barely survives, but he does survive. And we're muddled, but we could kill. We do have a curse. But we get him. Easy. And I think that was everyone's battle goal. Although I don't know if Deathwalker ever overkilled anything. I don't think I did. I don't think I ever got any Boldening Blow Blesses in. There's a loot token here, but we'll never get it. Whew. Level 6. Yeah, no Dynamo. But Miser's good. Egoist Pincushion. Those were to be expected. Didn't get any gold on Gem. We got 4 gold. Even though we picked up a lot of loot. We got 3 herbs, though. That is beautiful. Most damage to Deathwalker. That's to be expected, right? Barely got the most loot on Snowflake. I'm glad I picked up the last one that I did. 12 XP for Deathwalker. 3 XP for Gem. Sorry, Gem. It's like the most useful thing to do with Gem's losses is lose cards to tank damage, so that doesn't give XP.
After a quick sweep of the cave.
Oh. Everybody gets 15 bonus XP.
A Valrath man comes up to you in the street.
No Snow Thistle. Alright, well, Banner hits level 6. What are the cards here? Banner of Valor I really like. Negate the first source of damage to an adjacent ally each round. That's really, really good. Then we'll take this other Overwhelm. Didn't draw it that last scenario, even though it would have been good in a couple places, but that's alright. Let's put Barricade in. Hard to find a place for it. The initiative is good. Maybe over combined effort. It wounds as well. It really appreciates having the air support. Because now I just need 1 ally and then I can summon and go at 16 and wound potentially multiple targets. That'll work. We hit 3 here. Love that. Pick up Cold Snap for multiple wounds, multiple hazards. And we get double perks here. Do we go for Winter's Breath? On a short rest, we can regenerate and or ward. Whenever we long rest, we can create an element. Whenever we open a door, all enemies are muddled. Randomly immobilize enemies. Add some Rolling Suffers. Maybe we'll add Rolling Suffers. Or just get heal 1 allies. Actually, I really like this Strengthen Ally card. Let's grab both of those. I've drawn that before and been just very, very happy to receive it. We also get 2 perks here on Gem. Extra crit. And -2 out. And then we've got a Snowflake, so we'll take Locust Host. All right. That was all of the level ups. This next level, we don't need Banner Spear. Hopefully we don't get a name and retire her. We didn't get a name this time. We don't need Banner Spear. We want Bone Shaper. Bone Shaper, Snowflake. Let's see. Do we want Deathwalker? I mean, it's very hard to say you don't want Deathwalker. What's happening with the levels here? We've got 3, 2, 2, and 5. So 3, 2, 2 is 7. That would be monster level 5. So I can afford to throw a level 5 in there. I can do that. I could put Blink Blade in if we think Blink Blade would do better. We just hit 4 on Blink Blade. So what do I need Blink Blade for coming up? We want Blink Blade for the Crystal Enclosure. We would like to be 5 on Blink Blade and 3 on Snowflake. I think that there's 2 characters, and those are the 2 that I would want. We're going to want a lot of new herbs for that. Okay, that's going to be the play. So yeah, let's put Blink Blade in. And Blink Blade looks like he has a level to do. So we'll grab Precision Timing. And we'll take out a -1 and put in a wound. We make sure that I put in Bone Dagger. And I want Exploding Corpse for this level. We'll take it over Decaying Will. So we're going to the Crystal Trench. We're going to stack a ton of wolves because they spawn for forever. And we can just make a whole bunch of hazards and they will die walking through those hazards. So we'll stack a whole bunch of hazards to kill all of the wolves. And then we'll get a whole bunch of money or a whole bunch of loot tokens from all of those wolves. Bone Shaper will get a summon next to all of those loot tokens and then loot them with Eternal Torment and escape. And we get an absolutely huge stack of cash, but the main thing that we want are herbs. And we have looted 3 of 5 herbs, and I believe I think Bone Shaper only played 2 levels. I think it was just Algok Scouting, so Arrowvine and Rockroot, and then Heart of Ice, so Corpse Cap. So Arrowvine, Rockroot, Corpse Cap are what I have. So if I get Axenut Snow Thistle, then Bone Shaper retires after this level, and we get access to the garden, which is nice. Even nicer, we would lose our boots, and if we lose our boots, then Snowflake can pick them up. Speaking of, we can go ahead and upgrade the Craftsman. And I guess we'll just take Bone Shaper's stuff. If she's not long for this world. And Blink Blade has 108 gold. I wish we had enhancements because 108 gold is absolutely insane for this point in the game. All right, I think we're ready to go. Geminate is not very good here. It's not offering all that much. Let's double check the math on the levels. 4 plus 2 is 6. Plus 5 is 11. If we were level 12, that would be average party level of 3, which would be 1.5, which would go up to 2. Which means that we can get all the way up to 16 with the sum of our levels before we would go up in difficulty. So I could get 4 more levels in. The only thing is that this is a good level for loot, which kind of makes me want to leave Gem in. It's just not a good level for Geminate itself. And we don't have good gear. We could sub Gem out for Deathwalker, and that would be really good. And this is 9 plus 5 is 14. Yeah. I think I prefer this. Sorry, Geminate. All right, Crystal Trench.
The giant boughs of the willowburn tree hang low, heavy with the tart.
In the summer, you do not go in the cave, right?
Picturesque.
Correct. All right, 2 or more monsters in the same round on Deathwalker. Give it to me. Pick up loot tokens while adjacent to enemies. Never attack an enemy that's already gone. Remove negative condition from yourself or allies. Possible. Collect the most loot. Occupy a door adjacent to a couple enemies. Collect the least loot. Kind of hard for Blinkblade to do. Have 1 or more cards in your hand each time you rest. Kill an enemy attacked by your allies. Only take short rest. So we'll kill an enemy attacked by our allies. So the hardest part of this level is the first room. There are a bunch of snow imps here. They can feed off of any element we leave to get multi-target, and if they get multi-target, poison, brittle, and there are like 6 of them, that just like full wipes multiple characters. So we want to avoid that. There's also an elite cave bear who it will take us a while to kite back. He's going to be like 25 health, but it's possible. My plan is to use 1 or more losses into the snow imps. Oh, it's only 5 snow imps, but they are 10 and 5 health, and 24 on the polar bear. So I need to... I don't have Eclipse to make a shadow here. All right, fine. Then we'll make a shadow with Fleeting Dusk. Dang it. Do I make a shadow with Call to the Abyss and then Fleeting Dusk top? Okay. Well, that ended up being a big mistake. Blinkblade will go late and we'll move in. I could just go ahead and activate double time here. Activating double time gives me good AoE with experimental adjustment. Let's do that. And then I'll hope that the snow imps come in, and I think we'll just get Snowball going. Meanwhile, Deathwalker Definitely does not have what I wanted her to, because I wanted Eclipse. But we can make this okay. I think I just make a Shadow with Call to the Abyss. Then I move it with Deadbolt, and then the following turn I can Fleeting Dusk. So it'll be turn 3. I hit a bunch of imps. And we'll just have to find a way to be okay with that. Oh, I get to make a summon for free. I forgot. Alright, multi-target, but there's no element, so not that big of a deal. Move 4, though. Whew. Okay, well that skeleton's gonna die. Oh. Oh, luckily they didn't break my ward. The skeleton actually lives. How much move on the bear? Move 4. Wow. Okay. Oh, he's multi-target. 14 damage into the skeleton. Wow. Okay. We're alive. I wasn't planning to do Blizzard's Loss, but do I just do it here since I hit 3 targets? Oh, I can hit 3 snow imps like this. It's probably worth it. 2, 3, 4. Is there a good blinding vortex on the following turn? If I'm standing here, not especially. It's hard to see that formation. All right, what am I setting myself up to do here? Let's go for it. We get the muddles, which is also nice. We get multiple strengthens. Unfortunately, everybody's after me, and so the strengthens just don't do anything. Is it a heal strengthen? No, it's just a strengthen. Dang. I guess they're +1s, though. Oh, we are attacking here. Okay. So let's hit this guy. Now I'm thinking I don't Fleeting Dusk, though. I definitely 100% am going to Exploding Corpse. Oh, I didn't play Double Time. I played Blurry Jab on accident instead. That's alright, though. We can go ahead and get the poison into the bear, which I like. Okay, so here it's definitely just Exploding Corpse. Explode the skeleton. Oh, setting life and death for myself would actually be kind of nice. Maybe I'll just put in a couple curses and explode the skeleton. The skeleton also get to go fast and hit something. Here, I think I want Blink Blade to go really fast. And maybe AoE? I could jump here. Ooh. Kinetic Transfer Invisible kills this guy, and I get a decent chunk of AoE damage. Then it's possible Exploding Skeleton just kills all of these guys. So if I go after 12 here, and I push the Polar Bear right here, he also gets exploded onto. What's the play on Deathwalker? Deathwalker could Fleeting Dusk these 3. I would love to just go fast and heal Deathwalker. Because we're not going for Blinding Vortex here. Things aren't really lined up for that. If we're right after Blinkblade, we could Enticing Breeze this guy down. So maybe Deathwalker just goes fast and just backs up, and we can heal off the Poison Wound next turn. Unfortunately, I'm just not going to get any shadows because I played Call to the Abyss thinking I was getting Fleeting Dusk. Uh-oh. The problem with Invisibling Blinkblade is that he has good damage output here. I think this is all fine. Him going invisible is pretty valuable. This is the Snow Imp that the skeleton will hit. So maybe I just want to hit multiple targets. I could just come down here and hit here. I could just go fast and hit this guy because he's the one who's most likely to be alive. I could just go fast and Fleeting Dusk, but then I would have no shadows for the next room. I mean, as is, I'm only going to have... Well, if I don't eat any, I could get up to 4. Am I doing enough with Snowflake here? Now I'm doing enough with Snowflake. Oh, it's multi-target. And it's Hasty Assault. Hasty Assault's actually good for me. Multi-target is really bad for me. I'm gonna go ahead and Explosive Vial this guy. And then I come here. Oh, I could push this guy away for 3. That's kind of interesting. Because then he doesn't reach. Let's do it. Because that's 2 less brittle curses I have to deal with. Oh, duh. Of course he goes after Deathwalker. I was... Wait. Can I... I attacked before I moved, right? I'm gonna go over here, so he goes after Snowflake. I'm just tired. That was really dumb. Because I attacked before I moved, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. So I'm just gonna go here. Then we'll do Blinkblade's turn exactly the same. Because when I said it's really good that the polar bear is so fast, the reason for that was that he can hit Snowflake instead of Deathwalker. Kind of waste that ward, but we also know he's going to crit, and that's going to go into Snowflake's ward at least. Still did big damage though. Oh, Oh, I really don't need this whiteout loss. Oh, and he doesn't have just move 1 now. So that's a little unfortunate. Ooh, good damage, though. I wanted to pull him over here. I was thinking Enticing Breeze, but that's all right. Hopefully the skeleton picks up all of those kills, and then we don't have to worry about any snow imp attacks. And then we're in the clear. I'm going to move here so that I still tank the polar bear next turn. -1 is fine. Just don't miss any of these kills. All -1s here. No, are you kidding me? That's so annoying. But he is muddled. Oh, but now I'm brittled. And I got curses. But that guy doesn't reach. Okay. Blinkblade just goes as fast as he can while slow. And hits multiple times. I outspeed their multi-targets, which is good. Snowflake goes fast. And I guess I just melee this guy? I go fast, I can heal Deathwalker, and melee this guy. Deathwalker will go fast. And... maybe Fluid Knighting him makes sense. I would love to not have to use a Shadow. Ooh, we really need to kill a Snow Imp. One, two, three. I can move 3 and attack for 2. Oh, this is not ideal. That makes it more ideal. Whew, okay. Dang, except Blinkblade can't do any damage now. Also... oh, nice, okay. I can hit him with this. It's disadvantage, which sucks, but we didn't lose out on very much damage, which is good. This can pull him towards Blinkblade. He's not moving this turn. I get to go ahead and move Deathwalker so that she's no longer brittled or wounded or whatever all that stuff was. I cannot hit him with Bone Shaper. But I'll move over here and heal off this brittle. Then he will go and hit nothing. Oh, I meant to do Fleeting Dust, not Forceful Spirits, but actually this works out pretty well. He hits nobody, and now Blinkblade hits him. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. We are alive. I just go fast and attack. Go fast and attack. Okay, so we used Snowball and Blizzard. We lost Sunless Apparition to damage. And we played Exploding Corpse. Overall, that's totally fine. Where is... I didn't put Cold Snap in? That's really bad. That's the whole plan for the level, is Cold Snap. And now I don't have it. It's like pretty literally the entire plan for the level is Cold Snap. Oh wow, Linkblade just straight up kills. I literally delayed this level, and now I'm facing increased level monsters because I wanted Cold Snap. I do not think I'm going to be able to get through here now. Oh, I don't even have Snowball to heal up everybody. I really wish I had seen that I didn't have Cold Snap earlier, because I would have just restarted if I had noticed at the beginning. I swear I checked all my cards. Because the play is definitely to just Cold Snap right here, and then all spawning hounds deal with a hazard immediately. This is really, really bad. Best ever Sand in the Hourglass, though. How long can we afford to stall in this first room before we go? I can't rest 3 times to place another set of hazards here. So we're just going to have everybody go into the room with a lot of movement. We're definitely going to play double time before we go in. And just live big. I don't know. Maybe... Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. These shadows are also really far away. It's going to take me a lot to get them closer. Okay. I guess I'm just making shadows for the next couple turns. And I'm making some skeletons. And I can double time and drive recharge. We need to open this... Open this door with a lot of movement on everyone. Go really hard into the polar bears. Blinkblade's ward will be good. Are there 3 snow imps in there? Those snow imps are tanky, and I do not have snowball or anything anymore. I kind of want to get close to the end of the next rest cycle before opening the door. Yeah, we'll throw some Bone Shaper losses, I think. Nobody needs to heal up. At the very least, I have 4 shadows out. Do we go now? How much more useful stuff am I going to be able to accomplish here? Probably not that much, so I think we go. So big movement and command skeletal movement. Ooh, we can birds in a tempest to get even more movement. Blink Blade's gonna go fast, I guess. I mean, I could wound both bears. I could attack for 5 wound. I could make them both suffer 2. I could attack for 7. If I attack for 7, though, I lose my ward. Maybe I just push 1 bear to the end of the universe. Or maybe I just twin strike and double up on a single bear. Move shadow for 3, I don't think is enough. Oh yeah, this is not good for Deathwalker. I don't even have my move shadow for 3 card. Move shadow for 2 is definitely not enough. Maybe the shadow gets buffed up by birds in a tempest, but definitely not. I guess I just short rest next turn and move shadows for 3. We'll get skeletons in there with the birds in a tempest. Blink Blade will be in there. I think it can potentially be okay. What are they doing? All right, Hasty Assault's pretty good. It does mean that they're going to move forward. There's going to be an element, so these guys will have multi-target. Oh, and they have so much movement, and there are so many of them. Do I back out? I'm going to back out. Move 5. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. This is potentially a big mistake. Wow, they did so much damage. Alright, so Blinkblade has attack 5 wound. What are these guys doing? So move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and move 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So only this guy will hit. Let's hit this guy as hard as possible. And then I do not want to move in. Which totally defeats the purpose of the birds in a tempest. Move all my shadows as much as is possible. And I think I target this guy with as much damage as is possible. Because skeletons are both going to hit right here. Blade survives that, but now he's required to be healed very early next turn. Okay. Do I move Bone Shaper in? I'll go ahead and move this skeleton in. And he tanks for me. Bone Shaper kind of wants to go in just because she has jump right now. She's not going to have jump again until Birds in a Tempest again. We're going to have to kill everything. What is my turn? Maybe my turn is Malicious Conversion. So let's get in there. I have boots to underspeed them. Oh, he spawned there. That's fine. So we just go fast and we attack with Malicious Conversion. I don't have a summon missing, so I'll attack with Bone Dagger. And that's a good attack. Here we have to go fast and heal Blink Blade. And I guess I can push this guy, he'll suffer the damage, and then maybe that's who I hit with the Bone Dagger potentially. I've got 2 shadows next to this guy. So I'll hit him and then teleport in. And then Blink Blade just goes after. Ooh, Sand in the Hourglass could be huge. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I like a lot of this. I love them not attacking, and I love late bears. I love late bears. Okay, we have to heal Blink Blade. And that's done. Blink Blade move doesn't matter. These guys cannot be immobilized. What's the Hound? Move 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna reach Deathwalker, but that's fine. That's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Deathwalker not killing here would be pretty bad. Deathwalker. No. Do I teleport here? The problem is, I really want Bone Shaper to kill with Bone Dagger, and then move here, but then she suffers 2 damage from Blink Blade. But if I teleport in and I don't get hit by the Hound, I could just teleport right here. Maybe that's fine. Then I don't get hit by the Hound. Skeleton kills, that's nice. Oh, this is never killing. But does Blink Blade kill it? Blink Blade, Jump Shoes. Unfortunately, this kills my skeleton. Oh, Wrath of the Turned Earth. Okay, well, it'll use 2 Wrath of the Turned Earth charges then. Oh. Oh, cool, the polar bears first. These guys are healing. Okay. Wow, that turn worked out so much better than it had any right to. So much better. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Still alive. Short rest here. Let's clear the way some. Okay. We're moving for 3 with Malicious Conversion. That's fine. We want to go fast here so that the skeletons don't run through the hazard and die. We'll short rest here. I do not want to lose my teleport. So that kind of sucks. Ooh. I can hit this guy with Fluid Knight. And then teleport over here. It's definitely not an amazing teleport. Do I have a big move card? No, I just lost my big move card. But we could just Deepening Despair. And we could get like a move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Birds in a Tempest. We'll want somebody to go faster. So that's you, Blinkblade. Yeah. This should work. No attacks out of Hounds. I like it. So Blinkblade attacks here. We'll save the Spyglass because I can send that into... Ooh, nice. And then we just move this way and we'll get warded, but we'll be at 1 health. Oh, the Suffer 2 happens first. I always think that it's Suffer and then Ward and then Suffer. I'm gonna just undo that then. And just default move 2. I'm set on the 2 XP, but I would much rather not die. Oh, we didn't move out of the way yet. It's fine. Show me big damage. Deathwalker has missed twice in a row. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Stop it. Wow. Oh, now the skeleton's gonna... Actually, I don't mind him going there. Wow, 3 retaliate. That's crazy. Alright. We'll long rest here. We will... Nice. Okay, cool. I'm in range to Lifting Gust. I'm out of... Yeah, I'm out. So we'll go fast and Lifting Gust. And walk this way. Why do I not have Move a Shadow for 5? Is my best bet just moving for 2? It feels like it is. I'm way past the shadows now, so my best bet is just to run. But it's running for 2, which feels pretty bad. We can go slow on Blinkblade here. We'll never be the focus, so we can just move and heal some. There's just 1 polar bear to deal with in the final room. Dang. Minus damage there sucks because the hazards are dealing sets of 3. So just a 0 would have made him die to a hazard. 1 less hazard. We walled off the skeleton kind of unintentionally, but it works. Alright, I wanted to get the Eternal Torment off for a bunch of loot at the end, but not having Cold Snap is really bad. We would have like 6 more hazards on the map if we did have Cold Snap. definitely the play at this point is Birds in a Tempest, because everybody needs the movement, plus it means that I can place a hazard here, and then they have to suffer 9 damage to get through to us. But that's not enough. I can Anger the Dead next turn. I have to just take the Birds in a Tempest opportunity to move 4, I think. And then we can start hitting the bear. This skeleton at least will run to the bear. This one will run down. But that's okay. We'll just run up here and make another skeleton. And I think it's actually not looking that bad. Is 52 fine? 52 is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. No attacks out of hounds again. Okay, that guy will still die. Alright, Blink Blade, default move 2. I didn't get a chance to long rest. And we have to kill this bear, but that shouldn't be too bad. Oh, nice curse. We have a couple more curses, too. That guy, dang, just barely doesn't die. Okay, so do we just make another skeleton? That seems pretty good here. Okay, I like my position in terms of winning the scenario. I definitely did not get everything I wanted here, but it's fine. We'll go fast. We can boots to underspeed him. We can command the Wretched. We get a good heal with Flow the Black River. These guys don't die, but what can you do? Probably just move 8 jump and just get out. Ooh, Fleeting Dusk wounds both of these guys, and I like that. Actually, Anger of the Dead Fleeting Dusk is actually really good. It, like, kills all 4 of these wolves. Let's just short rest. We're not going to last that long in the scenario anyway. And now I can lose a card to damage if I have to for some weird reason. Blinkblade no longer has double time. Oh. I was planning to play that card, but I guess now instead I'll play Twin Strike. Yeah, Blurry Jab. Fast Bear. I'd rather him hit a skeleton. Oh, nice. He's going to hit the 1 health wounded skeleton. Alright, we're relying on Deathwalker having a better deck here. Be really funny if we miss again. We did not. Beautiful. All right. We made it through. Back-to-back misses in a 1 health guy. Love it. Fleeting Dusk. We don't lose the shadow, so it doesn't matter which one. Huge errors with bringing the wrong cards here. But in the end, never punished. Oh, dang, we didn't get Slayer, though. And now these guys get wounded. And this guy gets wounded. Nice crit. Okay, and we can pick up a little bit of money. I don't need to do move 8 jump. Do I want to pick up 3 money here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd be 1 hex away. I don't have my loot card on Bone Shaper. Yeah, let's pick up this 3 money. What do we get? We got the Axe Nut. Worth. As long as I don't lose, it's worth. We can go ahead and escape now. Let's just unsummon this skeleton. And long rest. There's no reason not to. I'm going to short rest just in case this guy goes fast and comes and hits me. Also, this way I can outspeed 19, which is really good. And I'll just move 8 jump now. And then he can't catch me. And then next turn I escape. And we're golden. Let's see. I do have Forceful Spirits. So I can go ahead and make a shadow up here. And I can teleport down there and get a little bit of loot. And then everybody else, there's no reason not to just leave. Blinkblade needs the least loot. He has 2. Bone Shaper has 2. Here I have 1. Okay, so Bone Shaper wants to move 3 and pick up a loot here. Oh, wait. Okay, I have 2 here. I have 1 here. So Deathwalker needs to get 2. But that's possible. And I have 7 on Snowflake. Okay. Calm down. So Blinkblade just needs to go get out of here, because Blinkblade's screwing everything up. Move 8 jump just gets us what we need. Oh, maybe I should have summoned the owls. Bone Shaper needs this loot, and then now she has more than Blinkblade. Blinkblade gets out. Deathwalker needs to kill 2 enemies in the same round. That's not happening. I can, however, hit this guy and not quite kill him and make a shadow right here. Alright, so now I have 3 loot here. 7 here, and I need 2 loot on Deathwalker. So Deathwalker, I guess, just teleports and attacks this guy, and then moves 2 and then teleports. I should have enough cards to make that happen, and I've got plenty of health. And we can teleport even if we get immobilized. Kill an enemy attacked earlier by an ally, just not going to happen. And we got Optimist already. And Slayer's not going to happen. So we can just get out. You would think with how the first room ended up working out, we would have been able to kill an enemy attacked earlier by an ally, but I guess Snowflake went first on the big AoE turn. Yeah, I'm not going to tempt myself. I'm not going to try to go get assistant. We'll just escape. Perks on Snowflake are not that important anyway. Deepening Despair, I just barely can't hit this guy with. Would have been really nice if I could have killed him before teleporting over. Maybe attacking him wasn't worth it. Alright, we go fast here. We unsummon this guy because we don't need him for anything. We hope our skeleton kills and then we get out. And then here, I just don't lose the loot card. I go as fast as possible. Maybe speed doesn't matter on this turn. Especially if they're not attacking. Hey, good job, Skelly. Good job, Skelly. And out we go. Whew. Alright, Deathwalker. We just move right here. We take some damage. We're muddled, but, you know, maybe we get a +2. Yeah, we have multiple +2s. And now we teleport out. Even if he had gotten his immobilized, we still would have been able to teleport and had a card to lose. So never worried. I do really like that scenario. Even though I've lost on it before and I always screw it up somehow. Yeah, no assistant, no slayer. A little bit sad. We already had that loot. I guess Bone Shaper played one other level that I didn't remember. That's upsetting. Ooh. I'm very tired. Ooh, it's 1 a.m. nearly. I should probably just go to sleep.
Is far behind you now.
We beat 3 levels.
A group of mercenaries are strapping supplies onto a donkey-drawn wagon. A woman in gleaming armor stows a warhammer, ignoring the agitated old man nattering.
We have a lot of gold. We can lose... Oh, we've got just a lot of gold on everybody. Lose 2 herbs? Wow, never mind. What do we get for this?
You see them safely
1 morale. Hopefully that outpost event is good. I do not remember that one. That sucked. Alright, I think I'm going to build a building and I'm going to get out of here. We have every herb, so a lot to think about there. We got death on arrival, which means we... Oh, we still have the -2. Let's get rid of that. Let's put some of these cards in the deck. Grave digging is nice to have. Cannot believe I didn't put Cold Snap in. I remember even looking at it. Yeah, I remember taking out Enticing Breeze and putting Cold Snap in. Wonder how that happened. Blinkblade gets that other wound card, and now Blinkblade deck is looking pretty nice. Relatively good decks overall. An absolute ton of money. We got the craftsman already. We got the 3 supply buildings. So I can go ahead and get the sled. Oh, yeah, I want to go play the crystal enclosure soon, so let's get the sled. There might be some useful things that I can buy on my characters. I didn't put the level 4 card in Blinkblade's deck. What am I doing? I was trying to lose. Insanity. All right, I'm going to sleep. Have a good night, everybody.